Hi everyone, this is Austin from Raw Bliss. Hope everybody's doing well, amazing, thriving, staying hydrated. It was like 100 degrees today in Miami, and it's crazy. At work, I have to lift a lot of like ice buckets to keep the juices cold during the day. So I had to move like 30 of those today, because it's hot and ice melts fast. Um, so I wanted to make a little video. Um, this Russian influencer you guys might have known, um, that died recently, supposedly following a raw vegan slash fruitarian diet. I saw on her Instagram she eats like some raw gourmet, some fruits, some vegetables. Seems like a pretty similar diet to what I would eat, right? Um, but of course, um, I believe her name is Yana. I don't really want to name drop too much. I don't want to speak ill on anybody. She seemed like an amazing person. And I see so many people just dragging her name through the dirt, and it's really sad to see. So I just wanted to take this time to share my views on what might have happened. I know a handful of people that have passed eating this certain type of way, this lifestyle. I noticed it does attract people who are very restrictive with their diet, who restrict calories, who think they're breatharians, think they can live off prana, off chi. They don't need to drink water. They don't need to drink at all, even. They could just live off of air. Like I said, I'm trying to be very objective here. I, I have friends that practice both, dry fasting, juice fasting. They have their place. And why I believe I've been so successful on this lifestyle, about 8 years raw at this point. I did have some cooked food while I lived in Sumatra in Indonesia. I made a video on that. It was about four days or so. I was eating some sweet potatoes, and I just didn't like how it made me feel. Raw foods made me feel better than anything else. Living foods, fruits and vegetables, not even dehydrated foods. I rarely eat those. Um, been having a little bit more recently because I'm here at Glacier Farms, Glacier Organic Farms. If you guys know, in Miami, they make some of the best raw vegan food ever. And I'm blessed to work there, and sometimes I get free food there. So sometimes I indulge a little bit. They got a little raw vegan, lemon raspberry cheesecake or something. Maybe have like a sun burger with like some lettuce wrap. A little bit of something like that. You know, um, and it's great stuff. Really grateful for it. I like to have it, sparingly. But going back to the calorie restriction, I do not restrict calories on my diet. And this is one of the reasons why I think I've gone so long. I seek out high quality produce. This lady, she lived in Koh Phangan, Thailand, I believe, somewhere in Thailand, and she got high quality durian and jackfruit, and that's great, But from her appearance, it looks like she might have been suffering from some type of eating disorder. I don't know if she was doing a lot of fasting or if she was bulimic and she was throwing up. I have heard that some bulimics go to a fruitarian diet because the throwing up, I guess, is like the foods aren't as, like, it's easier to throw up or something. I don't know. I really don't know the case, but I did see that she suffered from some type of infection, whether it was cholera, which is what someone close to her had said was cholera, which, infections come when we have a compromised immune system. Why was her immune system compromised? I'm not sure. It might have been because of her disordered eating patterns. Um, it's really hard to talk about this. I know it's very sensitive, And I'm just, she was following this lifestyle for 6 years, and I'm sure it's something that she really believed in. And it's just so difficult because like I said, I've seen it happen to people, and it's just so hard to like, because me, I've been on the brink of something bad happening to my health. I've been so skinny, I've been so frail, that I was so weak that I could barely do things. I could barely exercise. I could barely step up a stair to get on a bus in India. I've made videos on that. Go back to my India playlist if you want to see someone that is just completely lost. And I've gone through the ups and downs in this lifestyle. That's why I want to help people find the path. Um, I do offer coaching. If you want, reach out to me. Email me, DM me on Instagram at robliss95. I made my ebook, Thriving as a Fruitarian, hoping to help people get on the right track, not restrict calories, not restrict fats, and just have a well balanced, raw vegan diet. And so many people, it's difficult for them to find the balance with this lifestyle. It does take a lot of effort, it does take a lot of sourcing and a lot of planning. But you know what? It's worth it because you're worth it for your health and for your future generations. You are the difference. And this is how we start. This is how we make a change. This is the revolution. It starts with us. So yeah. um, it's beautiful what we can do with raw foods, and we want to celebrate it. We don't want to be so restrictive that we're just eating bananas all day, or we're just eating melons for weeks, for months. We're just juice fasting for 100 days. Like that's fine. I understand if you're suffering from some type of debilitating condition, juice fasting might be a way that you can heal yourself, a way that you can get calories in without expending a lot of energy in your food and just smashing in raw foods like into your cells. And that's a way that you can heal. I understand that. But once you've done the healing, once your GI tract is cleaned out, get on the whole food, the whole raw food. Start smashing salads. Start eating 10 mangoes. Start eat a big old jackfruit, man. Get all messy and get the coconut oil and do the whole thing. Why are we so restrictive? Look at other frugivorous animals. Do you think they're restricting themselves? No, they eat a lot of food. And then, when in the winter when fruits aren't as available, they do a little bit of fasting and they eat more greens because, but they know to fill up their stores to have a little bit of extra body fat. That's healthy. So, I just wanted to make this video to make it very clear. People often blame the diet. There's so many ways to do a raw vegan diet, and there's very restrictive ways of doing a raw vegan diet. And I find that a lot of people choose the restrictive path because maybe they're, you know, they're doing things like all the time. Their adrenal glands might be compromised because they're just always go, go, go. And sometimes they don't have time to think about their food. They don't plan their food out. So then they're just fasting all day, eating one meal a day. And one meal a day, you can do it. You can do it, especially like vegan cooked food, starch, stuff like that. On raw food, you know how hard it is to get your calorie requirements met in one meal? Your fat requirements met in one meal? Your carbohydrate requirements met in one meal? Maybe 2 meals. I do that every once in a while. But you really gotta be smashing in the sweet fruits, a little bit of fats, some greens, maybe a handful of nuts and seeds, seaweeds, herbs, honey. Eat some honey. It's good for you. I know I might have said raw vegan a couple times in this video. I don't claim myself to be a vegan. That's a different video. Because I eat honey. I eat local honey whenever it's available to me. I love honey. I think it's medicine, and it's amazing. And it's got a lot of minerals and stuff like that. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video to make it very clear. how I live my lifestyle um, efficiently, in my opinion, and how I have so much energy to do what I do, how I exercise every day, how I get out there in nature and just live life. Like, I don't want to be a sedentary person. I have no interest in that. And, sitting around and fasting all day, it's like, what is the point of that? I'm not knocking it, okay? If you're an aspiring yogi, if you want to be a yogi, if you want to be a breathwork coach, go for it. Do that thing, man. Like, live your truth. This is my truth. Live your truth. Okay? Yeah, drinking water is great. It's so ridiculous. I have to make this video. Um, yeah, drink water. Have some spirulina. Get some barley grass green juice powder. That's an amazing way to get minerals in your diet if you live in somewhere where you can't get mineral rich fruits, mineral rich vegetables. Get some barley grass green juice powder. It's grown in volcanic soil. It's amazing for you. Um, yeah, you know, get some sun. If you can't get sun, supplement some vitamin D3. Get tested if you have a B12 deficiency. Um, Most likely, if you've done the healing, you don't, because you're getting B12 from your environment. If you're not being super cleanly and you're getting dirty and you're eating fruits off the ground and stuff, I don't have a B12 deficiency. I don't have a D3 deficiency. I don't take that stuff. Get some vitamin K2. Get your fermented foods. Fermented foods have vitamin K2. It's essential for vitamin D absorption. They're cofactors. Iodine, also a cofactor. Iodine, B12, K2, D3, they all work together. You got to make sure you're getting all that stuff. And yeah, if you can, get to the tropics, get some sun every once in a while. Travel for fruits. It's a good time, man. It's a good time. Anyways, wishing you all well. Please eat your fruits and vegetables in abundance. Drink your water in abundance. It's 100 freaking degrees outside, man. What are you doing? Okay? Drink some coconuts. Start smashing some coconuts and eat the coconut meat. So many people drink the water, but they don't eat the meat. What are you doing? It's a whole food. That's like juicing, you know? You're missing out on the beneficial fiber. That slows down the, you know? It's like a fragmented food. Why are you not eating the meat? It's almost a disgrace to the coconut if you think about it. Drink the water, eat the meat. It's so easy to digest. Coconut meat is the most perfect fat source. So easy to digest. Whip up some coconut yogurt, do a little ferment it for a day or two. So good for you. It's got natural probiotics in it. Woo! Make yourself some sauerkraut. You don't even need to add salt. What else can I say? I love you guys so much. Peace. And yeah, I'll see you in Thailand, October.